Welcome to Just Plain Living, folks. I'm John Gray, post South Jackson Goes Country.
Good morning, John.
Peggy,
I've seen you
glad
the
to
last
see
2
you
weeks.
here.
I'm Peggy Burton.
And I'm Jim Fuller. You guys look pretty good.
I'm just grateful to be still standing.
Yeah, we had a great weekend. We had 3 wonderful shows, and everybody did an outstanding job. Particularly this gal right here.
Thank you.
So
So
proud
did
of
you.
her.
Great
40
announcer.
40 years, and
That's
she
hard to
was.
imagine.
You know, I
she
wrote the
was
first
having-
show when I was 7.
Yeah. But it was
been a long
a
time.
lot of fun, bringing back a lot of memories, and rightfully so. Peggy was surprised with a little ceremony in the middle of the Saturday
I
show.
almost came unglued and out of my seat to say, what in the heck is
What
going
are
on
y'all
here? I didn't
doing?
write this in this show.
Yeah, we're going to play part of it today.
Oh, God.
That's what happens when you get some assistance.
I know.
One of her dear friends' daughters, Kara Kemp, is a sort of a life coach and a creative leader and culture developer and storyteller, and she had been to two rehearsals and done a completely different skit. But the skit was something that she wrote with input from a lot of us about Peggy's life, and Peggy had no idea this was going on.
None whatever. When people start changing things,
They would change
I really
the
get
show
crazy.
on Peggy, and she was up. Her head was about to blow off, and it was all about her honoring
Well,
her.
that'd be a
It was
pleasant
very
surprise.
kind. It was very kind. Anyway, we got through it.
And that show will no longer be South Jackson Goes Country. It is by board proclamation. It will be Peggy Burton's South Jackson Goes Country forevermore.
Well, I think you've earned that.
Well,
To say the least.
could
to
you
say
just
the
put a
least.
dollar mark on it, and then I'll be impressed.
There's no way to put a dollar mark on it.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
and we
kidding.
had
It was
had
very
some
nice.
great entertainers, the quality, and we had some players from Nashville, and the band. 4 out of the 5 have played sessions in Nashville for years, and played with every Merle you can imagine: Merle Haggard, Merle Travis, Merle Kilgore, George Jones, Dottie West, just all the way
really-
down
they
the line
really were
from Hank
good.
Williams to Dusty Springfield, and
I was
those
lucky
guys.
to snag them.
Those guys, though, were extremely impressed. Out of all the stuff they've done and all the touring that they have done, Jimmy and Bill Hullitz played lead guitar for I equate him to Vince Gill. That's how pure he plays.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
And Jimmy Young, they played for all of them, and they said that they were extremely impressed by the vocal talent that was on that stage.
I think we have grown
for just
that.
normal people
Yeah.
wandering around a little town.
There's nobody normal on that stage.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
No, really, we have done a good job in promoting talent and watching it grow.
Sure, it's a family.
Because
It's a family
one of those
affair.
things you got to do it, or you don't get better. You just have to perform and keep it up.
And
that's what
on
gets
the
you
Sunday
better.
show, at the last of the Sunday show, just to show you how this works, a little girl who started out about this tall and a little boy who started out about this tall got engaged
Oh,
on
my
stage
goodness.
on Sunday.
That was cute, wasn't it?
Oh,
That
it was wonderful.
Sweet.
It was a
Uh-huh.
wonderful. They met there 3 years ago, and that stage.
That's
is,
the third
proposal.
we'd had in our show.
yeah, in 40 years.
That's kind of neat.
It
yeah.
is. It's wonderful. It's just wonderful, and it was the crowds were great. The crowds were very responsive.
They were good crowds.
A lot of times the Sunday crowd, because you're doing it after church and after Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
kinda-
tough crowd to play to.
It's kind of comatose, but they were
on top of it
on Sunday, man.
I loved your songs, by the way. You
Oh,
need to
thank
show
you.
your songs. They were excellent. I loved them.
I did one that. Well, the Half an Angel song it's been on 3 different albums,
Well, it's pretty.
and
It's a really nice
by
song.
three different artists. Not artist like you think you're going to hear on the radio, but having somebody pick one of your songs
Oh, yeah.
and go into the studio and cut it and do what has to be done to get it on a project
Right.
is a great honor, no matter
Where it goes,
Where it
what it
goes.
does, yeah.
but the Powerball song is not really been anywhere, and I wanted to do that, and I was really pleased with the response I got
loved it.
from that.
Everybody loved it.
Yeah, it's a good little song.
You got
so
a big
it's fun.
response.
It was fun. We just had a good time, man.
Songwriters are people that need to be, they need to be praised, they need to be honored, because that's what it's all about. That's where the original people are. They're the ones
Yeah.
that write the songs.
Yeah.
Right.
And they don't always sing the songs, but they write the songs.
Well, and the thing
I write
they,
the songs that makes the whole world
whole
sing.
world
Yeah.
sing, yeah. And the thing about it is, today in that industry today, I think more artists are writing because the record company has control of these artists, and the record companies probably get a percentage of everything they do. Mm-hmm. They get a percentage of their merchandise, their live show ticket sales. They didn't used to get that. All the record companies used to get was album money off of album sales. Now they get a piece of everything. So they're urging these artists to write, and the artists are realizing that that's a money stream.
Yeah.
Years ago, artists never wrote anything.
Right.
Frank Sinatra never wrote a song.
Loretta Lynn was writing for those.
Well,
for
yeah,
ages.
yeah, some of them, but in the country. But most stars use somebody else.
Use
I mean,
somebody else's
Oscar
stuff.
Hammerstein and all those people wrote songs.
Right.
And you
For
get
the
paid
singers.
forever if you're the writer, don't you?
Not much, but you get
I
paid.
mean, I understand,
Well, you don't. That's being worked on pretty diligently. Like if I have a song like that's played on the radio, like that Ray Price song that I had, it's played on the radio. I got 3 cents every time it played. And then every time it played on Spotify or one of those internet sites, I got 3/100ths of a cent.
300
Hundreds of a cent.
Takes a while to make
Whoa.
a pretty good check out of that.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's why BMI and ASCAP and the things have gone to war with those people and went before Congress and have gotten that changed.
Yeah, it's time.
And well, what happens, and nobody realizes it, is all of those business plans were to operate in the red for about 6 to 8 years. Well, who's been propping them up and keeping them running are the record companies. Mm-hmm. So although the record companies aren't selling as many albums, by the time all these online things start making money, they'll have probably 51% of them ownership.
Did you
Yeah.
ever write a song?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy wrote.
I haven't
Jimmy's
heard
written
any of your
some things.
songs.
I never felt like I was real good at it. And I had to get John to finish a couple
Yeah,
of them
I've
for
written
me.
all kind
So,
of things that are hidden away in my.
John used to
Closet.
John used to really make me mad. I forgot the name of the song now, but I had one I'd been working on for about 2 weeks, and I said, John, this needs another verse. Can you help me with the end of this?
Yeah.
Took him maybe 5 minutes.
And he
You
whipped it
yeah,
out.
maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, we hadn't heard that one on the radio either.
No, we
had
hadn't
we,
heard that one on the
Jimmy?
radio either. No.
Some people just have a gift of verse, like your mind just kind of goes in a.
I love to go to Daddy Billy's sometime because on Wednesday nights, and Bob Young plays down there, and Bob Young is a great player. He sort of leans to the bluesy, jazzy side of stuff, and he'll just be playing, and I'll just get up on stage and start singing.
And just
I
make
call
up
it
words.
free jams, what I
Yeah.
call it, and I start making stuff up.
That's fun, isn't
And
it?
well, it's good for your brain. It makes your brain
Makes
work
your
hard
brain
because
work.
you're while you're doing something, you're hunting for that next word while you're singing one back here, 6
Well,
words behind
Way
it.
back many years ago when I sang all over with jazz bands and stage bands and whatever and combos, and the reason I got the job was I'd be called up and they'd say, can you sing all these songs? And I always said yes. And I didn't always know the song,
Yeah,
but I made up
to.
lyrics
Yeah.
really good.
You don't have to.
If you're in a nightclub, not everybody notices.
No, and
That's quite true.
Yeah.
That's quite
90%
true.
of the people don't know the real lyrics to a
Right.
song anyway.
I know.
You ask them the lyrics to their favorite song, and I'll guarantee you 75% of the people will have words in it that aren't even in the
I
song.
know,
Yeah.
that's true.
Because that's what their ear hears, and
That's
that's
what
what
they
they
hear.
want it to say.
Right.
So it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. But we had a great weekend.
It was a good weekend. I'm proud of the
The
turnout and all the
the
people.
whole crew did a good job. And let's see, it's not this week, but next Thursday, Tullahoma High School Wildcat football starts.
I know,
Against
it's hard to
Shelbyville.
think
Yeah.
it's time. It just feels like it should still be summer, but I think it's almost over.
And then how long is it till college, Jimmy?
The week after, I think.
Week after that's
I
when
believe it's
college
the last
football
week
kicks
in
off.
August, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
And the Titans are already the pros are already in preseason,
Yeah.
and so all you football people, it's back.
That's right. That's right. Football fans have withdrawals because
Yeah.
there's about 4 months where there's not any football. So
They're just sitting
you know,
back,
they're ready to
itching
start
for
back.
the
Yeah,
itching for the
absolutely.
game to
Yeah,
start.
Right.
Well, there's Channel 22 on our network on Charter is a football NFL channel.
Yeah.
And those poor people talk about the same 20 things for about 4 months, just over and over and over
Right.
again. Yeah, so
You know, and that
You know, and I admire them because, you know, I'd think it'd be a little bit hard to stay enthusiastic about that in the off season, but they don't seem to
not
have
when
a
you're
problem.
getting paid $2 or $3
when you're
million
getting paid,
a year.
you
Right.
keep talking and talking about the
You
same
can be
thing.
real enthusiastic for $3 or $4 million
I know
a year. I could be enthusiastic through the roof, baby.
I think the news people are the same way. You know,
Oh,
they
yeah.
just keep talking and saying nothing.
Well, they have to. You know, used to news came on in the morning and at 6 o'clock and at 10 o'clock, and then
keep saying the
television
same
went
stuff.
off.
Right.
There was nothing
Right.
till the Tonight Show started. And now news is 24/7.
Oh,
They got to
yeah.
have something to talk
Yeah.
about. And they're hunting for the worst thing they can find. Nobody wants good news. Everybody wants bad news. Everybody wants to hear disaster
And that's
news.
sad, isn't it?
Oh, it's horrible.
It's very horrible.
Right.
Oh, the one thing, I used to love Johnny Carson because he did not get political.
No.
And, you know, the late night shows, often
Right.
they get real political and they bash people. And I liked Johnny Carson because he didn't do that.
I
They
had a
didn't
friend.
have to do that.
Right.
I had a friend of mine that used to write for the Tullahoma News, and I ran into her one day. I don't remember what the story was that she wrote, and I said, "That was a really good story you wrote." And I don't remember what it was about, but she said, "Yeah, but it won't get me. You know, not too many people will have said anything about it, and they won't pay any attention to it because if it doesn't contain sex or violence or
Yeah.
killing, nobody's
Nobody
gonna.
reads
nobody's
it.
gonna-
cares.
Yeah,
And how
nobody's
sad,
gonna read it.
how
so.
sad that is.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and that's why I'm so proud of us and you, the news we do, and this show right here. You know, we've done this stuff for 28 years, and we look for good things to talk about.
Exactly. There
A
is
lot
that.
of good things are happening in
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
area.
We look for good
Yeah,
things
it
to talk
really
about,
is.
and we don't ambulance chase,
Right.
and you know, we don't hunt for gore. Now, every now and then there's some stuff that comes up that we have an obligation to talk
Sure.
about, but we don't go hunting for it. And
Right.
I'm proud of us for that.
Right.
Yeah, I am too.
And
I am
Peggy,
too.
I'm proud of Peggy being part of this deal because she's brought a cultural side to this thing that these two old dogs
Yeah, we
didn't have till we
that,
got
you know.
Peggy. So.
That's why we decided to keep her.
Well, you're so sweet.
Well, I guess we better go on and quit. What do we call it? Useless dribble?
Dribble.
Useless dribble.
Useless drivel.
Trivia.
We're through with the useless drivel section of this show. We'll take a quick commercial break and be back with some real information.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Hello, this is Janie Price. When my husband Ray Price would tour across the country, his favorite place to dine was Cracker Barrel Old Country Store locations. His favorite thing to order was the Uncle Herschel.
And the beauty of it all is forever. You'll be holding me to.
I miss Ray dearly, and I'm so proud that his last album, Beauty Is the Final Sessions, is available at his favorite restaurant.
A love affair.
project includes a duet with Martina McBride and harmony vocals from Vince Gill. Ray believed this to be the best recording he had ever made.
Oh, I wish I was 18 again.
I think you'll agree when you pick up your copy of Beauty Is the Final Sessions at a Cracker Barrel Old Country Store location near you or at crackerbarrel.com.
An annual event started in 1939 will continue when the World Grand Championship celebration will once again be held in Shelbyville, Tennessee at the Celebration Arena. Each year, people come from all over the world to contend for the coveted honor of being crowned World Grand Champion. From the wonderful flat shod to the exciting performance horse, they will fill the ring with the breed's best of the best. The celebration supports local charities, and this year they are asking everyone to come out and support the largest nonprofit event in Middle Tennessee and the charities that depend on this event to fund their cause. Come out and be a part of a family tradition by showing your support for the annual Walking Horse National Celebration. For ticket and box seat information, call 931-684-5915.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have joining us on the set now some folks from Horseplay, who's a therapeutic riding organization here in Coffee County. To my left is Loretta Christian.
Yes.
Got that right? And tell me who you brought with you today. You've been here before, I think.
Yes, sir. I've been here several times. I'm becoming a pro.
That you sure are. You sure are.
Well, we're scheduled a barn dance in September at the Pavilion in Wiseman Park to raise money for Horseplay to build a handicap accessible bathroom. Right now, the boys and girls have to use a portable pot, and anyone who gets into a portable pot knows it's bad enough for anybody that's not handicapped to get inside it, but for a child that's handicapped, they have to be lifted out of their wheelchairs and put in there, and then they have to have their parent in there, and then they have to be lifted to be taken out.
And you're going to build this at your facility?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We need a handicap accessible bathroom.
Sure.
And so we're putting on a barn dance, and it's to raise funds for the building of the bathroom. And we're going to have live music by South Jackson Street Band. Miss Peggy Burton has worked with us about that. Mm-hmm. And Joe Orr's going to supply an auctioneer for a live auction. And we've got 2 or 3 nice items already. We've got a Bud Light neon sign to auction off if anybody needs something for their man cave. Mm-hmm. And we have a whiskey barrel and a rocking chair from Jack Daniels. And we got several other items.
That could work in a man cave as well.
Yes, or a she shed.
Yeah, a she shed, yes.
Yeah, and we're going to sell concessions. We've got tickets for sale. Couples are $25 a piece, and singles are $15. Children 11 to 15, $8. Children 10 and under get in free. And we're going to have concessions for sale. And it's going to start around people can start coming in about 5, mm-hmm. and it'll last until 8:30, unless Miss Peggy and them feels like playing a little bit longer.
Okay.
And that's about it.
And this is, I don't think we told them what the date was.
September the 21st.
Okay. All right. Okay. And that sounds like a lot of fun. You know, for me, for many years I was in the nightclub business, and bands typically ran from 9 o'clock at night till about 1 or 2 in the morning. Now, at my advanced age, it's like, it really appeals to me to have a dance kind of function that starts at 5:30, it's over at 8:30. I like that a lot, you know. So this is a great band. I mean, I know that folks are going to be enjoying it. Okay, tell me your name again.
My name's Cora Bailey.
Cora Bailey. And what is your role in the horseplay organization?
Well, I usually I help groom the horses, bathe them, put their tack on, and sometimes I help walk them around the arena before the kids start getting on.
I see. And so I assume in that role you're a volunteer with the organization?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How'd you get involved in that to begin with?
Well, my sister at about 13, she started getting into horses, and she started wanting to like help with horses before she got a horse, and so we started horseplay to help.
Okay, all right. PJ, what is your role in this?
Well, I started off as a volunteer and leading the horses with the children on the horse, or side walker, because safety is paramount when you've got these challenged children on the horses. And then they invited me to be a member of the board, so I'm now one of the board members, like Loretta, on the horseplay board, and we direct the funds and processes for horseplay.
I'm guessing that this is a huge deal for these children that are involved in this program, because most of them are handicapped to the extent they can't do a lot of things. But this this therapeutic riding program is proven to be something that really helps these kids a lot. Is that not true?
It's fun. Our last session, we had a young man that didn't want to get on the horse. Once he got on the horse, he didn't want to get off the horse.
I bet. Go ahead.
Well, it brightens their whole day. They come in, grins are ear to ear when they see their horse. They get to help groom the horse, get familiar with the horse, and then they get to ride about 45 minutes. And it's amazing. It helps their muscle core, and it also helps their mental capacity, because they direct the horse. They hold the reins, and they tell him to go and to stop. And the more advanced kids will take on trail rides and walk through the 17 acres. They'll have the adult leader and the sidewalkers, but the child feels like he's in control, and it really helps.
And what age are these children who are involved in the program?
4 to 18.
4 to 18, okay. And this program has been around for a while, I think, hasn't it?
23 years.
23 years. It seems like I remember when it started. But and there are similar programs in other communities that are on our air. I know Shelbyville has a program. Is it called Great Strides or something to that effect? So you hopefully you've got one in your community as well. How many kids are involved in this?
We continue to increase our capability. We just hired a new path instructor. So we have 2 path instructors that are full-time for us. That allows us to have 3 and 4 sessions. We usually have 4 or 5 children per session. And then over the summer, we'll have 3 or 4 sessions. And we're getting ready to start our new session in September the 8th. And we'll have 3 sessions on Monday afternoon and evening, and then 1 on Friday afternoon.
I see.
So essentially, we served 52 children the last summer this year. So that's about 50 right now.
I think it's neat. You were talking about a moment ago about how eager the kids are to get there and ride these horses, and I'm sure they don't have a whole lot of things that would bring them that kind of joy, and it's just really amazing.
Well, it's also a break for the parents.
Yeah.
They'll watch and wave at the kids when they come through the arena and walk around, and so it's a family participation thing.
Right.
And we're always looking for more volunteers to, if you don't want to work the horses, then you can help us maintain the property. If you've got skills, carpentry, mowing, haying.
Sure.
There's lots of stuff to do for horseplay.
Right, okay. And go ahead.
The children have activities that they do when they're at sessions. And one of their favorites is when they paint.
Oh. I bet.
Yeah, they love to paint, don't they, PJ?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do the horses, do they have to be specially trained to be able to do this? Or
No, but we do check them out to see if they're compatible with the process. We don't just throw a child on a horse that we haven't watched.
Right.
Some of them work and some of them don't. We'll take them for about 2 weeks, and the instructors will work with them to see if they're docile. So the horses that we have normally are older horses, retired from their previous. We've had walkers, we've had thoroughbreds, race horses, barrel racing horses. It's just whatever the community provides to us. And then we'll decide. We've got about 8 right now, and that stays about 8. The older ones will retire. I took one home with me, Buckshot, who's past his prime. He's just put out the field with my other horse. So
he's going to live a life of leisure from now on at your house.
Right. Just walking the meadow, but about 8 is what we maintain.
Right. Okay.
And all of the horses, when they get old enough to retire, they all have homes to go to.
That's great. That's absolutely great. Okay, we're about out of time. Tell us one more time the event. It's coming up
September the 21st at the Pavilion in Wiseman Park, Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's Swing and Sway for Horseplay Barn Dance.
Okay, all right. And if you want to get tickets, how do you get? Who do you call? How do you get?
You can call me 931-433-1291, or Lisa at 931-455. I think it's 5189.
Okay, and if you can't remember those calls here at the studio, we'll make sure that there it is on your screen. So if you forget that, call us here at the studio and we'll get you in touch with the right people.
Or you can go online at horseplayinc.org and.
Oh, you can buy them online. Okay, cool.
Well, you can get
information.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Guys, thank you so much for coming by today. Really a great program, and I hope you have tremendous success with this. I bet you do.
I do, too.
You know,
Come on out. We enjoy having you, too.
All right, thank you so much.
You can cook a s'more.
Yeah. I can't cook much of anything. I probably could handle that, though.
Well, I think I just roast that marshmallow.
All right, folks, we'll be right back in just a moment with more living right after this.
The wait is finally over. The all-new redesigned Ford Ranger is back at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Stop and test drive one today at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game.
The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Cool off at Southern Middle Tennessee's newest water park, Tullahoma's Splash Island. Fun for all ages. 3 25-foot water slides, lazy river, fun water features for toddlers, tasty food items available. All this and more, only $5 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 4 to 9 p.m. Sundays, 1 to 6. Join the fun at Tullahoma's Splash Island.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we made a little reference earlier in the useless drivel section about a thing that was done during the South Jackson Goes Country show on Saturday to honor Peggy Burton, and we're going to show you some of that right now. This is Kara Kemp, storyteller, culture builder, and creative leader, telling Peggy's story.
You know, right now we're going to do something a little different. This is a country show. We're all country folks. But every now and then, instead of getting maybe just a little touch of culture, a little bit of education, have a little fun with somebody that's a professional. We're not all professionals here, except the band guys, they are. But this next person coming up here, she's about as professional as it gets. She's a storyteller. She's a creative leader. And are you ready for this, folks? For us, she's a culture builder. And she's just all kinds of cool. Kara Kim.
To be here. Ooh, there we go. Hi. Can't build a culture if you can't hear me. So, I have known Peggy Burton since I was conceived, so she's actually known me longer. But I am on a covert mission this evening, and we've gone rogue and off script. So if any of you all see Peggy Burton brushing the stage, I need you to sit on her, because we're doing something a little special this evening that she hasn't known about. Her show is going off the road. Would you all please welcome Connor Austell to the stage. She's going to help me. So I put together a little tribute for this 40th show. And Connor and I have gotten one whole performance together in a hidden bathroom somewhere, so thank you for being a part of it. I'd gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. All your hopes are sinking. Let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Sunny Sunday drives through the countryside that gave birth to my mama and her wild country cultivated ways. We slowed down at Gosberg Road to take a closer look of the house that laid a foundation for every friendship my mama ever held in her life. A friendship forged like steel in the fire of southern summers, scurrying over hay bales and through the cotton fields and stopping to pet the goats. 3 young girls ran wild with their heads tossed back and laughing into the wind. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. When my grandmother moved to Beech Grove in the 1930s, her Vanderbilt degree did not prepare her for 325 acres of farm living. First week out on the farm with her newly wedded husband, she pointed to my grandfather and said, you know, what are we going to have to eat for this evening? And he slyly pointed to a chicken running around in the front yard. Then he promptly left her to figure out exactly how to get that chicken onto the plate. My grandmother always said she felt real sorry for the slow, sloppy death of that bird. Thankfully, some nearby neighbors took our grandmother underneath their wing, and subsequently there was not a slow, sloppy death to my bloodline. Paul Bart and Mama Erlene became fast friends with Carrie Mae and Jimmy Manley. They were thick as buttermilk, prolific canners, and some of the best bridge players in the county. In the late night shuffle of that card deck, their children bonded a sisterhood of friendship that lasted, well, far beyond the grave. I would whisper love so loudly every heart would understand. Love and only love. From the very start, I have had a bird's eye view of how you build lasting friendships, and moreover, how you pour into a community. I have seen how every gift you are granted, you use to build a bridge. You kill a cow. Well, give a little to a hungry neighbor. You know how to play the piano? Well, then you teach somebody how to appreciate music. And if you have a bunch of rowdy children running around your ankles, well, you pour that energy into a talent show that you host in your living room, which someday might spark a 40-year-long local showcase of talent on one of the hottest nights in August. Peggy Burton was at the center of some of my best childhood memories. She sparked onto the scene, almost like she was painted there. She had those hands splayed out, ready to hug you and grab you, or just to push you towards some fun. I imagine that her and Ralph's parties on Grundy Street were some of the precursors to this very show. One night somebody piped up and said, you know, we should sing this for an audience sometime. And before the night was over, Peggy had a set list, had a stage manager, had the band lined up, she had the place secured, and Bart was already making the logo, so who could say no? How many people in this audience have ever successfully said no to Peggy Burton? No hands, that's real surprising. Now, I have been on this stage a couple of times before. My first performance was in 1986, and I had some pink high-top Chuck Taylors and a bandana tied around my ankle, and I was nervously standing over in those wings, being smothered by some petticoats of some Rhythm Express cloggers, and nervously waiting to take the stage to sing The Rose. You see, at that time, I was not proclaimed to be much of a singer. I mean, I could carry a tune in like a really fat, low-bottom bucket. But I had this desire to be on stage and to connect with people. And Peggy saw that, and she knew that spark needed to be fostered and not tampered out. So she asked me to come on down here to this country show and audition. And truth be known, I did not want to do it. But there was something in the way that Peggy looked at me that made me know that I had to at least try. And I have gone on to continue trying and being in front of audiences for another 30 years, not as a singer. And my mom has performed on this stage, my sister has clogged a couple of times, my stepmother got out of her comfort zone and was a bag lady in one of the commercials. And another sister who was terrified to sing in front of an audience got on this stage and overcame her stage fright and has gone on to have a pretty successful background studio vocalist career. There were lots of sparks set in my family alone, not to mention the countless others through these last 40 years and on through tonight. Now, it is not always sunshine and roses with Peggy in this country show. You can see her going up and down the aisle on rehearsal nights, and she's like, stand up, spotlight, where's the light? Her rules of performance are, spit out your chewing gum, never hold a curtain, always be on time, and always be prepared. Fairly good rules to live by too, don't you think? Now, John Gray, Peggy's brother from another mother and our stage announcer for the evening, has put it in his own special words. And I'm not going to let him come out here, so I'm going to read them for you. About Peggy and this country show. How deep is the depth of her diligence? How perfect the plane of persistence and skill? The attitude, sometimes just short of rude, but her decisions are always backed up by the truth. So when those eyes bear down and that jaw is set, well, you probably haven't learned your music yet. A mentor, a star, and a sage you can trust, who knows how to get the best out of all of us. If a rooster could be a girl, she'd be the best in the world, the cock of the walk, strutting here and there. And what is up with that silver rooster hair? It's the trademark we all know. She's the one who leads the show. She pulls no punches, neither friend nor foe. Don't exit the stage when you're supposed to. She'll damn near sure pull the curtain on you. Because that's just the way it is. It's showbiz. Through tryouts, rehearsals, and shows filled with cheers, country has funded South Jackson for the last 40 years. She's still got her curves, still got her pizzazz, can still sing Broadway blues and jazz. But that's not enough, not all she can do. She books, produces, directs, conducts, oh yeah, and she hosts a TV show too. 40 years, yeah, give it up, John Brady. For 40 years, we have seen things like Mike Sneed fly through the air for Piggy's Place and immortalize his role as the street man. We've seen the curtain fall on the first act by Sundrop because it picks you up and it makes you happy. And there's been a band of merrymakers that all said yes to Peggy and made this show happen. People like Melissa Sharan, John Gray, and Beverly Long, and Miss Sadie, and Lynn Seaburn, and Samantha, and Jacqueline, and Gia. If I keep going on, we'll be here all night. A big flame was set from a tiny spark of Peggy wanting to showcase local talent and pay homage to the music she was raised on, and the music that her beloved Ralph loved so much. Now, it is not always poetry and plate shoe store commercials. And when the going gets real tough, Peggy is the first to turn that chiseled jaw to help bear the brunt of what's coming and help you gracefully navigate through what's happening. At an exceedingly tough point in my life, she wrote to me and she said, "Life is full of many choices. Which path do I take? Will this be the best one for me? Will this make me happy?" Well, we all know that happiness comes from within, so you just follow your heart and your good instincts. And know that your family, that includes me, will be right here behind you, welcoming you on home, or pushing you forward towards your own special dreams. And that's what this country show has been, right? For 40 years. Becky and her crew of merrymakers have been shining a spotlight on this stage, pushing us forward towards our own special dreams. I would never like to wonder what would happen in this world without brave people blazing a trail out there for us. And I thank you, Peggy, and your crew for blazing this trail, for lighting that flame. We all need to remember that the fire, it's alive in you.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Hi, I'm Cindy.
And I'm Jacob. I'm the Rooster.
And I'm the Red Maiden. And we would like to welcome you to
Rooster Wear.
Yes, Rooster Wear is a cottage industry producing accessories for men, women, children, babies, and pets. All items are hand cut and sewn locally. Rooster Wear specializes in bow ties, pocket squares, scarves, cufflinks, neckties, and aprons of all sizes for all ages. Baby products include onesies, diaper covers, bibs, and burp pads. All bow ties, tie it yourself or pre-tied, come with an adjustable neckband. All products can be made with the material of your choice, as special orders are available upon request. Don't be standing back looking at fashion. Create your own with Rooster Wear.
Come visit us at
roosterandredmaiden.com
to find our handcrafted designs for
the cock of the walk.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Folks, we're back, and I've been foiled again. You know, that was what was that, a Rocky and Bullwinkle statement there, foiled again, because look here in front of me, this beautiful Mr. Vol, Tennessee University airplane, and the Airfoilers Tullahoma Club are here, and what's going on, guys?
Well, let's see.
It's Coffee County Airfoilers.
Coffee County Airfoilers,
Right.
yes, sir. Coffee Airfoilers.
Or we just call it Coffee Airfoilers.
Yeah, there you go.
Coming up Saturday, let's see, Friday and Saturday, the 23rd and 24th, and the 25th, our giant scale event. So this is kind of a representation of a giant scale plane, 80 inches and above on a single wing, 63 and above on a biplane.
Biwing, yeah.
We'll be out there for 3 days. Friday night is just kind of like all day Friday is kind of like a just get together fun fly.
Right.
We register Friday night. Anybody that registers, we're feeding them. So we're having a Mexican.
Oh, that's great.
We're having a Mexican buffet like we did last year.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're registered family, come out and we'll feed you for free. And then we just hang out at night. And then Saturday morning, the 24th, is the big event all day. And then our raffle and prizes will be at 3. And then hang out and fly after that. And then Sunday is just kind of like a free-for-all. Do what you want.
Free for all.
Free for all. Just
free for all.
fly.
That's right.
No particulars on Sunday, but just
But
fly.
this one is basically for the larger aircraft.
80 inches and above on a single wing, 63 and above on a biplane. And I'm easy though. If you want to come fly, I don't care. Just
Bring it.
Bring it. I'll let you fly.
And this truthfully qualifies as a giant scale, but there will be some out there that make this look like a toy.
Yeah. I'm hoping
Seriously.
to have a 50%er out there, which is, I think he was about 150-inch wing or bigger. It's It's a Patty Wagstaff plane. I'm not sure if they're coming, but I think they will. He usually puts on
a question that I would ask is, are some of these large enough that y'all had to coordinate with the airport?
No.
Are y'all far enough away from what's going on out there to?
We're in uncontrolled space, so No, we don't have to coordinate. We don't have anything there that's 50 pounds and above. So if it's above 50 pounds, then it gets a little hairy.
And the Air Force actually supports us in what we do out there.
Yeah, we're on the base.
Big time.
So
there's
Tullahoma Airport doesn't really get in our
that space out there. Yeah,
and we don't get in theirs.
Yeah, we don't get in theirs, and they don't get in ours.
There you go. Okay. Well, you see a lot of in today's publicity and in the military, you see a lot of work being done by drones.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about these little drones that fly around that people own,
right?
But
big drones.
Big drones.
Yeah.
And I would imagine some of them that they use are not a whole lot bigger than this aircraft right here.
And the military is doing, like you say, a lot. And now kids are learning to fly drones, like you said, FPV, first person, with the goggles. And that gets them into a military career, too.
Oh, yeah,
flying their
because
drones,
a lot of this stuff, a lot of these search missions and even probably tactical missions are flown by some kid in Colorado or somewhere. They're across the world and they're being flown right here, but the pilot's sitting at a desk in the United States of America.
We're talking the big ones,
Yeah, that's where we come in. Kids come out to us and learn how to fly for free.
Right,
right. Gets them on the way.
Yeah, we have instructors that actually teaches them to fly. We provide all the equipment. All they got to do is come and say, I want to fly, and this is one of the gentlemen that instructs them.
We'll hook you up.
Well, and that's another question. During this 3-day event, are there classes that take place during that, or is this just a fly and have fun?
This is a fly and have fun. Our training is scheduled April through October, 10 to 2 on a Saturday.
Saturdays.
All the information's on our website, which right there. Just look us up, and my phone number's on there, and the other instructors' phone numbers, and you can just get a hold of us and schedule a time.
You go to that web address right there, and that is the Coffee Air Force web address. Everything they need to know is there.
And if you go in there and click events, you'll see the giant scale event.
Right.
You can look at the videos that Ernie's put up and see what it's like.
Well, now y'all have what? At least 2, maybe 3 events a year.
More than that.
More than that.
Yeah.
We got the giant scale. Last month was the Warbirds, which we just did, which was a big success. And then I do my flyaway cancer in April every year. We have a chili fun fly.
Chili fun fly, yeah.
We got sailplane gliders.
We got 2 float
flies down at the lake.
It's done out there on the lake on the base.
Yeah, we've always got something.
Yeah,
we've always got something going on.
By the way, just go ahead and show them it while you're there.
Let me show you this. Can we zoom in on this or not? This is my friend in Shelbyville that owns this company that builds these planes, and every year he donates a flight. And again, he donated a flight in one of his planes. We're going to raffle it off at the event on Saturday. And you just get a hold of him, and he'll take you up, and he'll actually let you put your hands on the sticks and fly his plane.
Well, he wouldn't let me, but
he won't let Ernie. Ernie want to go left when he's supposed to go right.
Yeah, I like to do the rows and look, and he won't let me.
Arian Aircraft in Shelbyville always supports us, so he's a good guy, and he's a member of our club. So.
Very good.
But he builds some nice planes.
Oh yeah, they build them. Period.
So if you want to buy a plane and fly it, he'll build one for you.
So yeah, we're supported by some good people. Like he supports us, like giving stuff like that, and we have lots of people that contribute, and like we do raffles and giveaway stuff, and it's at every big event. It's basically, and we have lots of big events every year.
And one more thing we're doing this year. Every year, I do the cancer thing, so I'm teamed up with Multi-County Cancer in Deckard. The walkathon for them is September 13th. One of our members, the one that put on the Warbird, has a business, and he's donated a plane. So we're going to actually go fly around in the football stadium in Franklin.
Oh, are you?
In Winchester, and then we're going to raffle the plane off at the end of the walkathon. So anybody wants to come out to that, just look up Multi-County Cancer Network and come on out to the walkathons.
And anytime we're having an event, which, like I say, it's all listed right there. Anytime we're having an event, anybody can come and visit.
No charge.
The gate's open. Come on and enjoy it.
All the guests come for free.
You can go out there and be a spectator for free.
Absolutely.
If the gate's open, come on
out.
And if it's a big event like we're having this coming up on the giant scale, which he's the man, he's the CD, the man in charge of the thing. Anyway, but also about noon you know, we usually serve some really good food.
We're actually grilling.
And that's important.
That's the only reason Ernie comes.
It is very important.
It is.
We're actually grilling burgers and dogs, and the plates are
That's
$5.
great. That's great. Yeah, that's great.
And like I
Good
said,
stuff.
if you're registered the $25 for the 3 days, you get
fed.
You get fed on Saturday. That includes.
Yeah.
And see, I get my wife to register me so I can get fed. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
even going to feed him Friday night.
She doesn't have to cook for you.
That's
She'll
right. That's
register
right.
you. I'll guarantee you that. Well, guys, we appreciate it, and we hope your event is a great success. And y'all know you're welcome anytime.
Yes, sir.
We love having you on because you always have interesting stuff to talk about. And what's so important about this is you just let me know something I didn't know, is that young people who find interest in this can find a career.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, they
this.
can. Yeah.
And we are living in a society right now that, in my mind, has tried to push everybody through college, and everybody doesn't need to be pushed through college. There's wonderful jobs and wonderful careers to be had in technical stuff like this,
and something that's fun,
and something that's fun as well. So.
See, on one of the
Thanks,
shows,
guys,
I had
for
one of
what
the
you
Jones.
do.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see
Thank
both
you.
of
Yes, sir.
you.
Good to see
and
you.
have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll see you in just a minute.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department. Need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as Paul Harvey used to say, here is the rest of the story involving Miss Peggy Burton.
I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine.
show as a way to raise funds to help save this building and promote performing arts here at South Jackson. She has been faithful to continue to direct it for 40 years. So tonight, by action of the Board of Directors, we announce from this day forward that this will be named Peggy Burton's South Jackson Goes Country. This is just one way that we can honor the legend that has forged the path for South Jackson and all the performers in this town. Thank you.
And now I'm thinking, we better get back to the show. We have talent, people. Okay, it's time to finish this show.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family caring for your family since 1932.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. I have the nicest people on the set with me today. Tracy Sargent over here to my left, and Cindy Kinney you're the director of Good Samaritan.
Correct.
And you do such wonderful things, and I'm so glad you brought lunch.
Well, we could whip it something
I know you're
up.
doing the food pantry, and I know about it, but I don't know what all it is you're doing, and just let me have it.
Okay. Well, for quite some time, we realized that there is a need. There's many food pantries in the area, and they're open from 9 to 5, say, Monday through Friday. But there is a need after hours, or especially on the weekend.
The weekend.
Yeah, and that's where we came up with this idea. Tracy, maybe you just want to quickly share the story about.
Yeah, sure. So one of the elders at First Presbyterian Church, which is right across the street from our office, is the thrift store, he had a homeless, hungry person come to him before service one morning on Sunday, and he really wasn't sure what to do, where to direct him, because the pantries are all during working hours.
And so it wasn't anything available.
It wasn't anything really available, so he had been to the Manchester Police Department and had seen their food box, and he was like, oh, I wonder if we could implement something like that here.
So that's where the idea came from, and how brilliant that is.
Right.
Because the police station is always open,
right?
Always open, and it's safe.
What kind of, how many people do you find are showing up for this now?
Well,
it hadn't been going on long.
No, we just actually kind of officially started it the 1st of August.
Right.
So what we're trying to do right now is get the word out to the citizens of Tullahoma to the public, and we'll all start going from church to church and giving them a flyer to make them aware that this is available.
Existing
so
program.
if something happens where they too have a person or persons that are hungry that come in, they can tell them that they can safely go to the police department lobby and help themselves to food.
Earlier when we were talking, you said the policemen had some of these packets
Well,
in their car.
what they do,
and I thought that was really a good thing.
We came up with we call this our homeless to-go bag, and because we started seeing a tremendous influx of homeless coming to the Good Samaritan ministry. So we developed a to-go bag, and then I talked to some women at Faith Lutheran Church, and I gave them a bag, and they studied it, but they said, wait, we can make it even better. So they made me 150 of these
my,
bags.
what a great gift.
And so I have shared some with the police department, and the officers are keeping these in the trunks of their cars, and also there's some in the lobby of the police department. So if a homeless person does come in, they can ask for a bag, or these are available.
It did go through my head that homeless people, as a general rule, don't have a vehicle to drive to the police station, so if the policeman has something he can offer.
Right.
And, you know, I've read about people doing haircuts, you know, for the homeless and sometimes changing their lives by doing so. And I think just having nutrition and stuff to brush your teeth with,
Basic dignity items.
basic needs is a wonderful thing. And how many bags do you think you've got prepared to go?
Well, the Faith Women in Faith made me 150, and I think we had about 75 bags made. So we've got quite a number of bags.
So you've got quite a number available right now.
Right, and we've handed out maybe 25 or so already.
That's great. So if somebody wants to donate, where do they come, or who do they call? Do we have
we're starting off the food box with just kind of basic items, as you can see here. The police department really has no place to store food, so I would urge people to bring food in a plastic grocery bag, and if they could mark on it TPD for Tullahoma Police Department, they can bring it to the Good Samaritan, either the ministry or the thrift store. It's at 210 East Grundy Street.
East Grundy Street, where it's always been, but everybody doesn't know that.
Right. And they can feel assured that we will keep it separate from what we hand out, and it will strictly go to the police department.
Good.
The food box.
So they can come to Good Samaritan also to
Yes.
get help, and they can still do clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And all that that's available.
Right.
And it's amazing what just a warm jacket and socks on your feet if you're homeless. And I don't know if you've ever known anybody personally homeless, but I have, and I know how much they appreciate it. I really do. So when you're bringing food and items, they need to be non-perishable, I assume.
Correct.
And boxed or canned, I think, is the rule, because you can't have something that's going to ruin or spoil.
Correct.
But, I mean, just think what a can of tuna and peanut butter can do for you.
Right.
And crackers, stuff like that.
And we do supply crackers as well.
And frankly, people in this world ought to have a little to-go bag themselves, whether they're homeless or not, because you never know when you're going to need it. How long have you personally been involved in this organization?
With Good Samaritan, in February 1st, it'll be 3 years.
3 years. And I'll bet, having been there every day, you see new needs.
Oh, definitely.
And constantly do it. And Tracy, how'd you get involved?
Actually, through Cindy.
Cindy?
Yeah, she came and spoke at a group that I was with, the Highland Rim Kiwanis, and it was just an inspiration hearing about. I had no idea about Good Samaritan, so it's just speaking and sharing the word about.
Truly need to spread the word.
Exactly.
And, do you ever pass out little flyers or anything like that?
Well, I probably should, but I come to shows such as yours frequently, and because Good Samaritan does handle a lot of events, and we have a Facebook page,
Okay, and it's just Good Samaritan?
And we have a website. So.
And are you manning all that? Or
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work.
Oh, yes.
It's not you don't just arrive here with nothing else to do. Because I know all the volunteers have tremendous responsibility.
Right.
And it's beautiful the amount of people that will step up.
Yes.
Like Tracy.
Yeah, if you just ask, they can do it. Yeah.
Do it. There's a lot, and sometimes they just don't know what to do. You just have to be a leader and get it out there, and then you'll find that people fall in line and try and want to help out.
Right.
I mean, I've been in a position where peanut butter kept me alive for a couple of days.
Right.
You know, you never know. You really don't. And I've often read that a lot of people in this country are only one paycheck away from being homeless.
Absolutely.
That makes me really sad.
Yeah.
And I think we have a lot of good people out there that are homeless and trying their best to survive. Yeah. And so the fact that you have this organization that helps to keep them clothed and fed, that weekend is really important.
Yes.
And I think we need to let people know that it's always available.
It is.
It's always available. You'll find something that'll keep you alive. I think this is a wonderful bag.
Yes.
I see washcloths and the kind of thing that is just the deodorant probably. And
right. Yeah.
Stuff you don't
Toothbrush,
think about.
toothpaste, and then some food. Right.
Yeah. And so I would urge the community to come to Good Samaritan to see what it is they do and what they need and bring it with you and donate. You can always use money, right?
We can always use cash or check, but basically we survive on our thrift store sales.
Yeah.
So please, we accept good gently used clothing, furniture,
clean
household
clothes.
Clean.
Bring them clean. Well, girls, the time is gone. Tracy and Cindy, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your volunteering and keep it up because it's a huge need. We will be back.
Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the paint. Uh-oh. I just knocked a tree over. This is the paint doctor. I got the color wheel. Now, you know what a color wheel is? It is the wheel at the paint works where you pick all your colors to paint your room. It could be a multicolored beard. It could be a underarm fan. You never can tell. One thing we do know is that it's time to paint. You know, you can make your wife very happy if you go to your house and paint some rooms, or you paint the outside of the house, the inside of the house. It makes them feel very good because you work hard for them and they like that. All women like to see their man sweat, you know? They do. Honeydew is what they do. And you get to do it too. So you go to the paint works at 1960 North Washington Street and you see David Heikkinen over there, and he's the real paint doctor. He fix you up with color. It's so nice when the color is right. Go to Paintworks today. Martin Senor. See? Martin Senor. Right there. Martin Senor at the Paintworks. Bye, and we see you next time. I'm burning up.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and I have my buddy Laurel Stone with us here today. And, you know, she always, when she comes in, she's got good stuff on her mind, and it's always helpful, trying to help somebody in some way or another, and appreciate what you do and the work you do. You're getting ready to have a community baby shower?
Yes, the 4th annual community baby shower.
Well, explain what a community baby shower is.
Well, it's a big event that we hold at Northgate Mall, and we'll have all kinds of organizations there with informational booths that are good resources for caregivers, moms, dads of new babies or expectant mothers. We will have door prizes, refreshments. We'll have some OBGYNs and pediatricians there with information.
Oh, well, that's good. That's
so
great.
All kinds of things going on that day.
My question is, do you have a onesie to fit me?
I'm going to work on that. I'm on it. I'm going to try to find you a onesie.
I would love to have a onesie.
Yeah. We try to make everybody happy, so I'll see if I can find you a onesie.
Yeah, we just got through doing the country show this weekend, and Mike Sneed, as Stroop Man, wears red long underwear.
Okay.
He's got a onesie. That's a onesie.
They make them for adults.
And I'm jealous of that Mike and that onesie he's got. So you find me.
I'll see what I can find.
Onesie,
We have a
okay?
lot of good people donating door prizes. You never know what they might donate.
That's right. I'd like to show up one year when he's got his long underwear on. I'll have some on.
That sounds like a photographic moment.
It would be a photographic moment. You know, will there be clothing? There'll be clothing there and
Some of the door
diaper
prizes,
type stuff. And
some of the door prizes will be clothing, and we should have some diapers and wipes and other baby supplies. Of course, I don't know what all the organizations that are coming, what all they'll have as freebies, but we will have a lot of good door prizes.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and I'm not, of course, I'm a long way from being away from having children, but do we have, and I should know this, but I don't, do we have like children's store, baby stores in town? Or is that stuff all done in the big box stores now? You know, used to there would be Small World and different stores that carried youth and baby supplies.
I think there is one at the downtown avenues,
Okay.
but otherwise I don't really know of any just baby stores in town. We're more, this is more about resources in the community.
Okay.
So we have a lot of good organizations that are coming to let everybody know what the resources are for the moms.
Yeah, so if you're a first-time mom and you're going, you know, they don't give you a book on this. Well, there's many books been written on it, but sometimes it's hard to find the information that you need when you need it, because when you need it, all of a sudden just explodes on you most of the time.
Yes, that's why all the organizations are going to be here. We have the health department, the Anti-Drug Coalition, my organization, Child Care Resource and Referral. The police department will be doing car seat safety checks, and there's Centerstone Early Childhood Services, Head Start, AmeriGroup, DentaQuest, Blue Cross Blue Shield. We have a couple of pregnancy centers that will be there. The Center for Family Development, the libraries, Tenova Healthcare Harton, Middle Tennessee Lactation, Imagination Library, the whole network. So we have a lot of people coming that's going to really connect the community up with resources for those new babies coming.
Very good, very good. And this is an event that you basically are in charge of. This event being put on?
It's not just me. We've got a committee of about 10 or 15 people.
Okay.
And those people are from the health department, Centerstone Early Childhood Services, the Coffee County Anti-Drug Coalition, my organization, Child Care Resource and Referral, as well as Tullahoma Police Department.
Okay. So the whole county's involved in this, and this is a one time, once a year. This is done.
Once a year. This is the 4th year we've done it, and even all the surrounding counties are invited because we're all in it together.
Well, that's great. That's great. And you know, we were talking about earlier about community babies, and we have quite a few children in care of someone other than their parents. And this is a great opportunity maybe for some of these people who have younger ones that they're trying to care for to come and find out, get some good information and make some good contacts. And I would imagine something else that happens at this is that some moms who don't know each other are there and run into one another, and all of a sudden you've got somebody that's going through the same thing you're going through that you can buddy up with and make some connections and have someone you can pick up the phone other than an agency, but a friend that you can call and say, I think that's a very important thing as well.
We're going to have some fun activities. That'd be a good way to make friends. We're going to have Silly Kids Yoga there doing some demonstrations, and we're talking about a mommy-baby dance contest. A few other things we're cooking up that'll be a fun way to make some friends, yes.
Oh, everybody loves to see the baby dance.
And speaking of people caring for children other than their own, the Relative Caregiver Program will be there to give information. They really support families that are taking care of the babies, grandbabies, nieces, nephews, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a very important thing. So you just do great stuff. You know that, girl?
Well, I try to do what I can in our little corner of the world.
There you go. And how does someone get in touch with Laurel if they want to just, you know, you're easy to talk to, and there's a lot of people that aren't really easy to talk to, but you're an easy person to talk to. And if somebody just wanted to sees this and goes, you know, I'd like to talk to her. Just to get some help and get maybe some soothing, calming information and stuff. Laurel's your girl.
Well, we have a Facebook page for this event and for the baby shower in general. It's Coffee County Community Baby Shower, or you can contact me at 931-797-9796. Or my email address is LAUREL, Laurel_Stone, STONE, at signalcenters.org. That's on our flyer. Our flyer is on the Facebook page. Just want to make sure that I add a few more things. We're going to have refreshments. I don't know if I mentioned that. And it is 12 to 2 on August 24th at Northgate Mall. And we appreciate Northgate Mall letting us hold it there again.
Refreshments. You can almost be fed with refreshments.
Yes, the Tullahoma Health Department is providing the refreshments, and we hope to see you all out there on Saturday, August 24th.
Laurel, thank you for coming and being with us, dear.
Thank you.
Folks, we'll be right back after this message.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out the 2019 fully loaded V6 Kia Sorento, up to $6,400 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party. But things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her. And now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
All right, we're back, Peg.
That was quick.
Was quick. We got about a minute and a little bit to thank all these people for putting up with our nonsense.
I know.
You know, we run Fuller off. He can't stand it.
He just picks up his dog and goes home.
He can't take an hour and a half of this anymore. He's got to go. And you know, God bless him.
A lot
and
of
God
good
love
things
him.
happening in this town.
Oh yeah, there are.
And
a lot
in
of
this
good
region, you know, I want to envelop
I mean,
our whole region.
we had airplane people up here, and they give their money away.
I know.
They give it to cancer, and Laurel's
they
up
do a
here, and
great
they're
job.
trying to take care of new mamas and new babies, and it's just amazing the good stuff that goes on around here.
The Good Samaritans, you know, given to the homeless.
That's right.
For the
And you
weekend
know, you
food.
hear a lot of this national stuff. Everybody is going crazy over this national stuff. You know, there's one way and one way only that stuff can be fixed. One small town at a time. Take care of your own knitting in your own small town and care for the people around you.
And look
and
toward
maybe
your
it'll
neighbor,
catch.
yeah.
Maybe it'll catch at the next town.
Exactly.
That's the only way we can solve the problems that people
That go
want
on
to
in
complain
this
about all the
world.
time.
You're right.
You want to see a miracle? Be the
Be
miracle.
a miracle.
Love you, and we'll be back. See you next time. Thank you for watching.